Hey everyone, it's Robin Tamani, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today to share with you a video that I've been so excited to put out for you, and it is a list of my top 10 autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it, must-have scents and favorites. Now, I will not lie, there is technically 11 because I have an honorable mention. I could not decide between this one and maybe another one, so you're getting 11 and it's fine. So I'm excited to share this with you. These are all scents that I have or plan to try here in the very near future. We're coming up on the fall season, and most people like to smell or have their house smell nice, warm, cozy, just the fall scents here. So without further ado, let me share with you my top 10 plus a bonus of my must-have fall scents. And these are in no particular, like, I need this one first, second, third order. These are just ones that I kind of grabbed out and I have in my pile here to share with you. The first is called Clove and Cinnamon. And this is one of my all-time favorites. I will not lie, I use this one like all year round. It's not just like a fall scent for me, but that's because I like my house to just feel kind of cozy all the time. And it's so good. It's exactly what you would hope it smells like. It's just straight clove and straight cinnamon. It's no bakery, no sweet or no extra like sweet. It's just spicy, if you will. And I've used this several times. This is a new one for me here, but I have some empties, and it lasts forever. So like one little cube here will definitely last you quite some time, and you won't have to change it out as frequently. Let's see what Scentsy has to say. Highly recommend this one if you're looking for just a nice, spicy, warm, cozy feeling smell. It says, Clove and Cinnamon, a classic scent of cinnamon sticks fused with clove. So yes, just pure clove, pure cinnamon. No extra sweet, but it's phenomenal. I love it. Okay, next one we have is called Blood Orange Spice. I cannot rave enough about this smell. Oh my gosh. It is so good. It is tart orange. Oh, tart orange, but it's a slight sweet. It's not like, so my sister, I'm thinking of my sister right now, she hates like the bakery smell. She doesn't like overly sweet, but she does like fruity. This is just fruity sweet. It is so good. It is orange, it's some cinnamon, it's a little bit of apple. It is so delicious, and I use this. One little cube lasted me like could have gone 3 days with it all day. Is so good. But yeah, there's definitely like a spice note to it. Orange, appley spice, so good, strong, lasts a long time. I highly, highly recommend this. Let's see what Scentsy has to say. Maybe my nose doesn't quite pick up. It says, Blood Orange Spice. This sweet tart trio of candied apple, blood orange puree, and cinnamon stick will satisfy your autumn obsession. Yes, it is good. It's a little different than your typical fall smell because you put a little orange in that. I highly recommend this one. I cannot wait to use it here when the weather cools off just a little. Okay, next one we have is Pumpkin Roll. Y'all, oh my gosh. If you're looking for, you're wondering, okay, what kind of scent is a good fall pumpkin, a little bit sweet, just warm, cozy smell. This is what you're looking for here. It is pumpkin. It's got the cinnamon. It's like strong pumpkin, strong cinnamon, slight sweet. Okay, strong pumpkin, strong cinnamon, a little bit sweet, a little bit bakery. Not like super, super heavy bakery, but just enough sweet that it like makes it, I don't know, like pumpkin rolly, you know, like a pumpkin roll, like a dessert. So love this one. Let me share what Scentsy has to say. It says creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded by yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. Yes, so good. If you're looking for a sweeter bakery smell but not too sweet, highly recommend pumpkin roll. All right, what else we got here? Ooh, this one. Okay, so we have caramel apple craze. This one, oh my gosh. Okay, so this one's immediately like a juicy, like red apple. a little tart. It's sweet. And it's got caramel. The caramel definitely comes through. Let me pop it out here, because sometimes if you pop them out, you get all the scent notes. Okay, yes. Caramel. Yes, you have to like a caramel type smell for this one. It's definitely caramel. And it's definitely like juicy red apple. I know I've used this. I haven't used this bar yet, because I just got it, but I have used this in the past. It is super good performer, like 10 out of 10 throw. You can have one cube in one room, and you'll probably be able to smell it across the hall, across the way, in a whole other room with one little cube here. It's a very good performer. You have to like caramel though. It's so good. It's strong. It's good. It's sweet. It's appley. It's apple caramel. I can't say anything more. Let's see what Scentsy has to say. Says caramel apple craze, creamy golden caramel, sweet red delicious apples, and whipped vanilla invite you to be a trick-or-treater again. How fun. This was a scent of the month. I believe it was last year, 2019. It was a great one. Oh, I cannot wait to melt this. It's so good. All right, what else we got? We have a classic Scentsy fall fragrance. It's called Cider Mill. This one is... You can't go wrong with this. If you're just looking for a great fall smelling scent, and you're like, which one do I pick? This is you can't go wrong with it. Cider Mill. It's apples, it's pumpkin, with a very small hint of like spice. Not like cinnamon in your face spice, but it's apples, mostly apple, a little bit of pumpkin, and a little bit of spice. It's really, really good. I have more of this in a few full bar coming, but obviously I've used it because I love it so much. Let's see what Scentsy has to say. Cider Mill brings together fresh apples, crushed pumpkin, and simmering spices for a cozy autumn treat. Agree with all of that. Next we have Maple Apple Bourbon. Maple Apple Bourbon. That's a fun one to say. Maple Apple Bourbon. Let's see. Okay, so this one it's so good. You definitely get the maple, like buttery maple smell. You get apples, but it's not like a super tart apple. Let's see, can I get this out? It may not come out. It's not like a super tart apple. And then you get a little bit of a spice, but it's a different kind of spice, and I'm assuming that's from the bourbon. It's like a little bit of cinnamon, but like more of like a spicy bourbon smell. This is good. I used this recently. This is a full one. I have one that's got pieces gone too. I used this recently, and it lasts a long time. So if you're looking for a smell that lasts quite some time, this is a good one for you if you like the apple kind of smells and you don't want like pumpkin but you want more apple. This one's good. You have to like a sweeter smell though, I will say. So like if you want a sweeter apple scent with a little like of a bakery note to it, then this is definitely a good one for you to try. Maple Apple Bourbon. Let's see what Scentsy has to say. It says, juicy red apple, rich maple, get in the holiday spirit for a splash of bourbon. Yeah, so you know what? This would be good for like the fall season, maybe some Thanksgiving. I could see this being like a good Thanksgiving, like transitioning to like, Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate in December. Transitional scent. It's good for all year round. Let's just be serious. Okay. Last few here. We have Autumn Sunset. Autumn Sunset is a great sister scent of, where is this? Like clove and cinnamon. So like I call it a sister scent. It's different, but it's like similar. Now, Autumn Sunset is exactly what I would be looking for if I'm looking for just a spicy smelling scent. Like without super, like if I didn't want like sweet, okay, then, but I wanted cinnamons and cloves and cinnamons. If I wanted cinnamon and cloves and just like all the fall smells, this is kind of what I would be hoping for. This is so good. Y'all, I used this in my classroom last week, and it lasted quite some time, and it was sitting like kind of right near me, and I was like, "Ooh, this is strong," and it was like a good strong. So like, oh my gosh, it permeated through the entire room. You walk right in, it was like, whoo, it smells like cinnamon, cozy, warm. It's so good. Let me share with you kind of what Scentsy has to say here in case my nose isn't picking it all up. It says autumn sunset apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices. So let me see. Okay, if there is apple, it's not like sweet, sweet apple. It's just like an undertone of apple. Pumpkin, maybe a little, but it's not super sweet pumpkin. And that definitely gets cinnamon and fall spices. It's good. I love that one. I love that one. Okay, so now I have a few more here. I have the little testers here. These I don't have in full bar size yet because they haven't come in yet, but I'm excited to use them. We have one called Autumn Hearth. Autumn Hearth, let me sniff for you and remember what this smells like. Okay, so this one's good too. It's like, I get more of a leaf smell from this one, like a leaf, trees, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is kind of like a sister scent of, if you've ever smelled like the Bath and Body Works candle Leaves. I know that's a really good candle. A lot of people like it. This is kind of reminding me of that. It's apples, leaves, a little bit of pumpkin, but it's not like sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not super sweet. So if you're looking for like a not super, like, there's no bakery to this one at all. So if you don't want a bakery scent, this is good. And it's not like in your face cinnamon, but it's just like a afterthought of cinnamon. This is really good. Definitely more of like an outdoorsy, woodsy kind of smell, but I really, really like this one. I'm excited to get it in full bar. Okay, last three here, because remember I have an honorable mention. I have is Autumn Road Trip. And Autumn Road Trip is, let me sniff. Oh, that's so good. That is, okay, so this is woodsy. I get like a tree kind of smell, like leaves. Okay, so like maybe this one smells a little bit more like, okay, so between, hold on, I'm all over the place. So between Autumn Hearth and Autumn Road Trip, okay, Autumn Hearth is a little lighter of a scent. Autumn Road Trip is a little bit stronger of a scent, but they have similar notes to them. The Autumn Road Trip, this one that I'm smelling now, is more leaves, more like woods, but it's a little bit of cinnamon. It's apples. I definitely get apples. Oh, it's good. There's something else in here that I can't quite put my nose on, but this is so good. Like, if you don't want a bakery smell, but you want a good fall scent for your house or your car, whatever, wherever you want to put this, it's so good. I definitely would recommend this. No sweet to this at all. Autumn Road Trip. Let's see what Scentsy says. Take a tour through Crisp Harvest Apple. I get the apple. Fresh picked Anjou Pear. Okay, that's what I was not sure of, but maybe that is it. Okay, and a forest of towering silver oak. Yeah, so that's like the leafy kind of smell, the woodsy smell to that one. It's really good. Okay, next one, apple and cinnamon sticks. We have apple and cinnamon sticks. It is more than just apple cinnamon, y'all. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so it's apples, definitely apples, and you get cinnamon, but there's like an earthy smell to it, like, and there's some pumpkin in there. I know there's pumpkin in there, but it's not like, the first thing you'd get is not pumpkin, and it's not so sweet that it's like, you know, a bakery smell. This is definitely not bakery. It is not super spicy, only a little, it's a little spicy. Apples, cinnamon, and a little bit of pumpkin. Like, oh, this is so good. Y'all, I cannot wait for this scent in the Fragrance Flower when the Harvest collection launches. I can't wait for that. I'm getting it. Definitely getting it. Anyway, so apple and cinnamon sticks. So good. Says, Scentsy says, it's a traditional with a twist. There it is, it's a twist. I know it's not just apple cinnamon. A classic and apple cinnamon blend is infused with an elegant ribbon of spiced white pumpkin, I know there's pumpkin, and earthy oak. It's so good. It's not just apple cinnamon like you would get in like a normal traditional apple cinnamon fragrance. So good. Okay, last one, my honorable mention. Y'all, this one is called Honey Pear Cider. Okay, like, this is my honorable mention because I could not, like, I had to have it, and so, sorry there's more than 10. It's fine. It is different. Like, it is something different for your fall, like, you know, season. It is cider, but it's not like apple cider. It's like pears. It's like a crisp, tart pear, really fruity with a slight hint of spice. So it's like crisp, tart pear, fruity, little tiny bit of spice at the end. This one's going to be good. Like, this is something different. This is going to be one where you're like, you're melting it and then you have friends come over and they're like, what is that? That smells good. Like, I've never smelled something like that before. I highly recommend this. So we got honey pear cider. Let's see what Scentsy has to say, and you can see why it's my honorable mention. Could not decide. It says honey pear cider, fresh juicy pear and a sweet honey, together with subtle hints of ginger root, cinnamon, and clove. So yes, really unique scent. Highly recommend it. I cannot wait to melt this and just like make people wonder what in the world is that, because it's gonna be a good one. All right, y'all, those are my top 10 plus the honorable mention. I hope this has helped you. A lot of people, like I said, have always asked me, like, what do you recommend for this? And these are my top 10 fall 2020 recommendations for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment below if you have any of that you're curious about, that you're excited for, just as I'm excited for. I cannot wait to see and hear what you personally love about the fall fragrances. Have a good one. Bye.